I used to say things all the time that would hold me back. I used to put limiting beliefs on my mind all of the time and make excuses for myself, and I don't do that anymore. I used to say to people, for example, oh, you might have to remind me about X because I'm quite forgetful by nature. I have just confirmed to them and to myself that I am forgetful by nature. I now no longer have to remember that information. No one is expecting me to remember the information I've just been given. I'm not expecting myself to, and neither is the person that I'm talking to, because I've just told them and myself that I'm a forgetful person. I used to do that all the time until I realized the power of the mind, until I discovered how powerful the mind really is. And now I do the total opposite. I say to people, yes, don't worry, I will remember what you've told me. I have an excellent memory. An excellent memory. I say that now, and it's true. Both of them were true. When I used to say to people I was forgetful, I wasn't lying to them. I was forgetful. And the reason I was forgetful is because I would say that I was forgetful. My mind had the expectation that I was going to forget, and so did they. So therefore, I didn't have to take accountability, and I could just forget. So my brain would just forget. As soon as I made myself accountable and said that I had an excellent memory, that person and me are both expecting me to remember. So I do. My mind is now expected to remember just because of what I've said. And I did. So then my memory has improved just through saying that I have an excellent memory. How powerful is that? How amazing is that? It's the closest thing to magic. And you can do this with anything. I'll give you another example. I did it with lots of things. I'll just give you one more example. With fatigue, tiredness. Saying that you are tired to somebody else is basically saying what I am about to do is 50% effort level. So don't expect anything spectacular. That is essentially what you are saying. If someone said to me in the past, oh, will you please move this trailer into this parking space? I go, yeah, but I'm tired. And it'd take me ages. I'd just half-ass, especially when I was new and inexperienced and I could barely do it. I'd have to do like 100 back and forth shunts. I was excusing myself. I was trying to lower their expectations so they weren't expecting anything spectacular. And it's the same with anything, even in school, for example, with a test. I'm tired. And then I just half-ass it. You're basically just saying I can't be bothered. If you're saying I'm tired, you're saying I can't be bothered. Whatever you're about to do next is suboptimal. And that's the thing, suboptimal. You never want to be suboptimal. You don't want to say anything that's going to make you suboptimal, because what you say comes to fruition, it comes to life. So don't use excuses. Don't say things that are going to make what you're about to do next less of an effort level. Do the total opposite. Now when someone asks me to do something, like I mentioned before, I say that I have an excellent memory. And I do have an excellent memory now, just through saying it. If someone asks me to complete a task, I'll say, yeah, don't worry, I'm full of energy. I'll get it done. I'll get it done fast and effectively. So now my body is expected to perform at a higher level with more energy and get the task done, not only quickly, but well. Say the total opposite. I used to be convinced that I had ADHD. I was never diagnosed with it. I just used it as an excuse. Oh, I can't seem to hold my attention. I've probably got ADHD. That's what I would say to myself. I don't care about any diagnosis like that anymore. I don't care if I've got OCD, ADHD, ADD. I don't care what the hell I've got. I am who I am, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do regardless. If I get given this card, and this is nothing against people with ADHD or ADD that actually have problems, by the way, that actually have trouble with their concentration or attention. You know, it's a spectrum. But what I'm saying is, even if I am on that spectrum somewhere, I don't want that card as an excuse. I don't want to be given that excuse card, because in the future, if I had been diagnosed with it in the past, I would just play it off as, oh yeah, I've got ADHD. I can't read a book. I can't sit down and read a book because I've got ADHD. Oh, I can't pass that test. I've got ADHD. Oh, I won't be able to be this. I've got ADHD. I don't want that excuse card. I am capable and competent to do anything. When I first started making these videos, I had this tense feeling in my chest. I didn't want to make the videos. I was scared by people's judgments, especially when I got a lot of views early on and I had a lot of hateful comments. And it would have been so easy at that point to excuse myself and go, oh, it's not for me. But instead, my own self-talk in my head, I used to say, we're going to get better at this. I don't care what anybody else is going to say. I will keep going and I will get better and it will be worth it in the long run. And that is exactly true. Because of the person it has made me to get to this stage. I sincerely appreciate the people that watch my videos. I've got people, I have a little bit of an audience now and supporters, and I really, really thank you for my support, for your support. It comes from the bottom of my heart. I never expected anybody to even come across this. And the fact that you have and that you're supportive and you say these nice things and you keep me going and I keep you going, it's this energy, a really good energy that I'm pleased to be a part of and I am pleased to have created. But not only that, I am not the person from the first video. I don't feel the same. I don't feel like the same person. If you go back only 40, I think today's day 47. This is only 47 days ago, and the disparity between me then and me now is amazing. The amount that I've grown between then and now, the amount that I've improved my ability to communicate between then and now is extreme. And I've got a long way to go. I've got a lot to improve on my speech. I've got a lot to improve on my communication to you now and to the people in the future. I have a lot of areas to improve, and I look forward to improving them and becoming the best, most capable, competent version of myself that I can be. See, I just stuttered then, for example. But that's the main thing. And I tell myself now, if I hadn't told myself back then, you've got this, keep going, you're going to improve, and I'd made the excuse like I have in the past, I'm talking way in the past in high school. Basically what I'm trying to tell you is start taking accountability and start saying it out loud. I used to think I was fat just because that's who I was, that's what I was meant to be, it was in my genetics. And then I started eating less and moving more, and lo and behold, I wasn't fat anymore. When I started making these videos, I got a lot of hateful comments, and my brain initially went to, this isn't for you, stop. Because your brain wants comfort, it does. And it's easy to be fat, it's easy to sit there and eat food and do nothing. It's easy to stop something you've started when you find some adversity or difficulty. It's hard to keep going, but it's necessary, and it's a necessity. And I would be a faker if I didn't. And I'm not, if I'm anything, I'm not a faker. So just stop saying things to yourself that excuse you from hard work. Just start being a competent, capable individual starts with what you say to yourself. So if you just start saying to yourself the things that you know are right, eventually you will be that competent, capable person. It all starts here and here. What you say and what you think and believe. Change those things and you change everything. It's going to take time, but make the definite decision that you are going to, and just start saying these things. Trust me, you will not be the same person. You will look back, even just a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, you will look back at who you were and you just won't be able to believe that you could ever have lived that way. Just make the decision that you're going to implement what I've said, and watch how everything will change. Start saying things that make you your best self, not this suboptimal version. It's as simple as that. It's a difficult road, but it's as simple as that decision. That's my message for today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one.